Hey, hello everybody. Hey guys, how are you all going? How is everything rolling with you? Welcome to Wednesday MMW Day with your girl Reg. If this is your first time joining this platform, you are welcome. My name is Regina and I'm joining you from Perth, and we are all part of the MMW family. So, yeah, like I always say, life is good, God is great, and situations are awesome. When we go through a situation and challenges in life get so, they make you unbeatable, unbreakable, and man, you are undefeatable. This is the African story. So wherever you're joining me from today, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and good day. I am thrilled that you are rolling with me today. So guess what? I am going to KISS, keep it simple and stupid, and we will be out of here in time. So today, what are we talking about? Wow, good thing. Thank you for asking. Uh, we are talking about love languages today. Wow. You know what? Before even I go through to that, how many of you know your partner's love language? How many of you know your spouse love language? Or how many of you know your own love language? Do you know what your love language is? Okay, if love language is too confusing, I'm gonna break it down for you. This whole love language thing was created by a doctor called Dr. Gary Chapman. So he just made it love language up to just confuse people. But anyways, if you're confused just like me, I will just try to break it down to you. Pretty much what love language is the language that your partner understands. Okay, the things you do for your partner or your spouse that makes them feel so excited, that makes them feel that they're important to you, that makes them feel that they are valuable to you, that makes them feel like they mean the world to you. That is the love language. If you do something for somebody and they feel like, wow, you know what, like it makes me feel so special, that's the love language. All right, so there are 5 types of love language which I'm going to go into. The reason why I'm doing this video is because I feel like it is important for a relationship to be strengthened and for a relationship to last longer, and for you to convey to your partner how important they are to you and how much you value them. It is important that you understand their love language. It is important that you understand the things that when you do for them, it makes them feel valuable and it makes them feel important to you. So, okay, let's just get down to it. Today, I'm talking about 5 love languages. These are the 5 types of love languages. Number 1 is words of affirmation. Number 2 is act of service. Number 3 is receiving gifts. 4, quality time. And 5, physical touch. Oh, believe me, I can already see where I belong. If I'm going to be honest with you, I belong to 3 categories. I belong to 2. There are 2 love languages in here that I can strongly identify with, that that I say is mine. Okay, so I hope that you guys can identify as well, because it will be very important for you to know what your love language is and what your partner love language is. So let's start with words of affirmation. So if you are with somebody, if you're in a relationship with somebody who, when you praise them, they feel so important. When you praise them and when you encourage them and when you give them compliment, they feel over the moon. They feel like they are Beyonce. They feel like you love them. Pretty much their love language is words of affirmation, because this set of people, they depend on spoken affection. They depend on praises, encouragement, compliments to make them feel important. And when you give it to them, it builds the relationship. It builds them up. It makes them feel like, okay, I can depend on this person. When someone speaks this love language, they don't take criticism very lightly. Okay, when someone's love language is words of affirmation, when you criticize them or when you speak to them in a harsh way, it bothers them for a long period of time. I'm not saying like with these people you can't agree to disagree. You can agree to disagree, but your choice of words are very important to them, because they take it for a very long time before they get over it, and it can affect the relationship. So another set of people are the ones that when you're in a relationship with somebody and they like it, they feel important and they feel loved. When you do things around the house, when you do things for them, things that they were meant to be doing, but you take upon that responsibility as their spouse and do them to reduce the pressure off of them and to reduce the workload, it makes them feel so important, and it makes them feel that you love them. Okay, with such people, if you are with someone who is like that, pretty much their love language is act of service. So that's number two. Their love language is acts of service. So with this set of people, they feel loved and they feel cared for when the spouse, let's say for example, vacuum the floor or clean the dishes or mop the floor or bath the kids or do things that they were meant to be doing, but the spouse take onto that responsibility and do those things. It makes them feel so important. It makes them feel loved. Let's say for example, you even make them or surpass breakfast. It makes them feel like, wow, I mean that much to them that they make me this breakfast. Okay, so that's their love language. What they understand the most is when you serve them. When you serve them, it makes them feel loved and it makes them feel important. So these sort of people, they don't like people who are lazy, okay? They don't like spouses that are lazy. They don't like spouses that break promises to them, because if you do, it makes them feel unimportant. Number three set of people are those who like receiving gifts. If you are with a spouse who, when you do something little for them, let's say at the end of the day when they get home, you say, oh babe, guess what, I bought you your favorite chocolate. It makes them feel so important. With these people, it's not the gift that is important, it's the thought behind the gift. Okay, it's the fact that you thought about them and you express that thought by doing something that they like, which is gifting them. All right, so when your spouse like gifts in a relationship, that means that the love language is receiving gifts. Okay, with such people, when you gift them, okay, it makes them feel so special to you and it makes them feel that they mean the world to you. However, when you don't give them gifts, because remember, this is the love language, that's how you can convey to them that you love them. When you don't gift them, or when there is an important event that is important to them and you forget that, they don't take it in a positive way, okay? They take it in a negative way because it conveys to them that they are not important to you, that you don't value them that much, and they don't take it, positively. So with this set of people, it doesn't mean that they are materialistic, okay? Them receiving gifts or them speaking the love language of gifts doesn't mean that they are necessarily materialistic. You don't have to go to get expensive things for them. You don't have to buy a Gucci bag or Chanel bag or something expensive. It can, be something simple as, buying them the favorite drinks that they like to drink. Okay? The most important thing is that it's the thought behind the gift. You were thinking about them. They are special to you. They mean the world to you. So you try to express it by gifting them. Okay, number four set of people are those who always are asking for your time. Okay, if you have a spouse who is always telling you like, what, I never get to see enough of you, I don't get enough of you, I miss you, I want you to be here right now, I want you to be holding me right now, I just want you to be here. Their love language is quality time. They enjoy it when you spend the one-on-one time with them. For this set of people, there is nothing you can say to them that will make them feel loved than giving them your undivided attention. Okay, when you are with them, you are truly present. You are not on your phone, you're not distracted by your phone, you're not distracted by other things. You give them your undivided attention. When that happens, it makes them feel that they are important to you. Okay, failure of you giving them your attention, failure of you letting them know that they are important to you by giving them that one-on-one time, it makes them feel that they're not loved. Okay, they start to give attitude. All right, for people who belongs to this sort of category where their love language is quality time, when they don't get enough of you, when they don't get that one-on-one time with you, they start to develop attitude, they start to fight you, they start to bring up things that will make you give your time and your attention to them, because that's what they want your attention, your undivided attention. When you are in a space with them, be present and be there for them. Tell them that you are important to me right now and there is nothing else matters. They love that. It makes them feel like, wow, I belong to him and he belongs to me. Number five group of people are those who like to be touchy. Okay, when you are with a spouse who, they like touching you, everywhere you go, they touch you. Their love language is physical touch. The touch doesn't have to be inappropriate, but they just like touching. They understand the love language of touches. When you're going somewhere, you hold their hands. You give them kisses, and you give them kisses, you hug them, and other form of touching. That's the way that you can convey to these people that you love them. That's the preferred way of receiving love and giving love for this group of people. All right. when you touch them appropriately, when you touch them respectfully, it makes them feel your warmth. It makes them feel so safe around you because that's the language that they understand. And when you don't give them that physical touch, it causes a wedge between them and you because it makes them neglected, that I'm not accepted, that they don't accept me. It makes them feel that they are neglected by the spouse. So it is very important that for this set of people, you convey to them how much you love them through physical touches. It doesn't have to be inappropriate, but touches in a way that they feel like, oh my God, I am his and he is mine, kind of thing. All right. So why is it important? As you can see, 5 love languages we've talked about: words of affirmation. Number 2 is acts of service. Number 3 is receiving gifts. Number 4 is quality time. And number 5 is physical touch. And I'm sure right now, if you're watching this, you don't know who you are. You can go and read more about it. I'll put the link up where you can actually go onto this link and do a test. You can do the test and it can actually tell you what your love language is. So why is understanding love language important in a relationship? Why is learning your partner love language? Why is it important and how can it improve a relationship? The reason why understanding and learning your partner's love language is important is because it strengthens the relationship. It strengthens the relationship, number 1. And number 2, it makes them feel that they're important to you, that you are paying attention to what they like and the things that they love. And number 3, it releases the tension when there is a tension in the air. It releases the tension. And number 4, it helps resolve, conflict very quicker. That's why it's important. And how can this improve a relationship? When you understand your partner's love language, let's say, for example, you're having a fight. That fight doesn't take long to resolve because when the person is angry with you, you will speak the love language that they understand. Okay, so when, let's say, for example, your partner speaks the love language of quality time, and you know that they are upset with you, you will make up time for them to make them happy. So rather than the tension going on for too long, it wouldn't go for too long because you're giving them what they want, and that is your quality time and the undivided attention that you're giving to them. That's how it improves the relationship, because it makes the other person feel that, okay, this person loves me, they speak the language that I understand, and I am valuable to them. And let me just drop this out there. When you are trying to express love to your spouse, do not express love to them in your love language. Express that love in the love language. Because when you express to them how much you love them in your own love language, it wouldn't make sense to them and it will go unnoticed because your love language is not their love language. So the best way you can convey love to your partner is to convey that love and to express that love through the language that they understand, through the things that they like doing, so that they can understand how much they mean to you, so that they can understand how much you love them. This is why love language is important to in a relationship, and also in terms of showing respect to men and improving the relationship. Love language is very important because when you understand your man's love language or your woman's love language, it makes them feel like they are in control of you. It makes them feel that they belong to you and you belong to them because you are doing things that they value, things that are important to them, things that makes them happy. That's the most important thing. Love language is you doing something that makes your spouse happy. Okay, the language that they speak, that when you speak that language, they feel happy, they feel important, they feel loved, and they feel that they mean the world to you and that they are special to you. So if you don't know what your love language is, I'm going to put the link up there. You can go on there and do a test, and it can actually tell you what your love language is. And it's important that you know what your love language is and what your spouse's love language is. So I'll put you to a test today. If you don't know what if you don't know what your spouse's love language is, study them. Okay, pay attention, observe them, and see amongst the 5 that I've mentioned which one that applies to them. Believe me, I can identify with 2 of them that if you don't give it to me, it's a fight throughout, because that's what I want. Okay, you know what? I know that this video is helping somebody right now because we don't know everything, okay? We don't know everything, and there are things that we don't know and we need help with. So this is your assignment. Study your spouse. Get to know them better. get to know what the love language is, because once you know that, you would know that, okay, when things are not right, I can speak the love language that they understand, to bring peace, to bring happiness, to strengthen the relationship, to make them feel loved, to make them feel important, to make them feel special, and to make them feel that they mean the world to me. When people feel like they mean the world to you, it makes them feel that they are, everything that you want.